Good evening, Jessica. It's Saturday. I'm hopeful that I will be able to upload this video within the remainder of the day. This video comes to you in 5 parts. First part, I gave blood today. The process really wasn't that bad and I had quite a bit of fun. From start to finish, the entire thing took about an hour and a half or so. They took me to a room, I had a little interview where they asked me some very personal questions. They drew my blood, took a few tests, and I found out that I am O positive. I was very happy at the aspect of being O positive until I went online and found out that is the most common blood type in the entire United States. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being O positive. I'm very happy about it because it means that I can donate to better causes. Anyway, I would have liked to have videotaped the process, but I kind of woke up about half an hour before I had to be at my appointment, and I realized when I got home that I had not grabbed the video camera and I didn't record anything. Plus, it was a very rewarding process. I felt good about myself afterwards. I'm not as tired or de-energized as I had expected. Oh, when my neck hurts. That still hurts on my video taping board. Stop. Cut. And I still have quite a bit of energy. I was surprised. I thought I would go pale and probably faint. I would take the tape off, but it still has to be on there for another 15 minutes. Part 2. I'm sorry. This is not part 2. Mom just made dinner and they left for the temple, so I'm eating dinner in front of you right now. Well, I'm not sure if you noticed so far, but I got my braces off. I got out of 6th period on Monday and I went straight to the orthodontist. That was actually quite a long process. I was in the orthodontist place. I was at the orthodontist for about 2 hours because they had to mold my retainers. Well, take my braces off and then mold my retainers. I actually have my retainers right here. They're the clear plastic ones, but it's kind of difficult to hear me when I'm talking with them on. It either sounds like I have about 5 pieces of gum plastered to the roof of my mouth, or if I want to actually talk normal, I have to stick my teeth out like this, and it still doesn't work. So I decided that I could live with having them off for, about half an hour or so. Now for part 3, I would like to give you some advice on vlogging. I'm particularly new to this myself, but I realized that I've at least done a few videos, and I think that if you watch them, you could get some insight on how not to vlog. For instance, my last video was particularly good, though my lighting, because of the time of day towards the end, was pretty terrible. But I actually have 2 other videos that you haven't seen so far. I actually made those private videos, but I can make them public or just give you access to them either way. So the links to those should be in the doobly-doo. Every time that you watch those videos and you have to do some sort of a head slap, that's probably something that you shouldn't do in a video blog. And in preparation for this video, I actually watched your very first and currently only video, so I'd just like to give you a few quick tips with that. Lighting is very important. I'm sure you've noticed that my lighting is subpar. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, so getting good lighting with this is kind of just turning on the room light and expecting it to work. You can place yourself in front of a window as opposed to behind you, just because the camera needs to get your face. And if you do it later in the evening, really you just kind of have to get a good light in front of you. The light in this room isn't very good. It's towards the back of my face. So the camera angle and how far you've zoomed in on your face is very important. I've actually zoomed it in a little bit more compared to last time. I know that it's probably not quite as good, but I wanted to be able to find a happy medium between the two. Before I had it zoomed in all the way so you could just see like this much. And so you couldn't see any of my hand movement. And for camera angle, I generally like to have me on kind of one half of the view and like something else, like pillows or stuffed animals or something in the background, just so you're not seeing all this. Talking speed. The speed at which you talk can be very important. I watched my last video and I was pretty bored with how I would stop occasionally and be like, Well, my week was, okay. It's also very useful to make a script in advance. See, if you watch my second video, the one titled something like Swimming at Brimhall or something like that, you'll notice that I had a script prepared that time. Frankly, that was actually a pretty bad video because I wrote down absolutely everything that I was going to say, and because I was so new to vlogging, I kind of had a monotone voice and had this kind of dull, kind of happy look. It was not a good video at all. So what I recommend doing is getting a list something like this. I'm not sure how well you can see it from there, but basically just kind of a step-by-step list of what you're going to talk about. My last suggestion is don't wear a white shirt, because I just looked back at some of my takes and it was like, oh, there's Noah, and what's he wearing? Oh, he's wearing a white shirt. So I didn't want to, just don't blind people. That's better. Part 4, I'd like to quickly apologize for not waiting for a video response from you. You commented on my last video that it might take a while for you to respond, and I was like, no, I want to video blog, so I felt like responding to my own video. Part 5, as promised last time, I wanted to make a tradition of showing you my shoelaces each week. This is called the starburst formation. So there you have it. I know this video is quite a bit shorter than the last time, but I wanted to be able to fit everything into a very short video so I could upload it more quickly and edit it more quickly. Jess, I hope you're having fun. Make sure to make lots of comments so I can know exactly what to fix for my next video. DFTBA.
And this is why you never put a can of 7-Up into the freezer.